breaking and entering. Hello? Good. Oh, relax. Criminals do this all the time. It can't be that hard. Okay. Find a sacred space. Okay, done. Tell the space it's sacred. You're sacred. Okay, done. In finding a sacred space, you are defining speak to it. All right. Hi, sacred space. So, I didn't find you through a vision quest or anything like that. I kind of just Googled gay sacred spaces and got Divine's Grave, a nudist commune in Kentucky, a sexual position I think is impossible, oh, and some club in the Netherlands, and the theater. I had a professor who always said there was nothing more sacred than the theater. Oh, the theater.
Ah, the theater.
Did I just? Spooky. Anyways, guide me in making this sacred circle. Healers from the four corners come forth. Kuan Yin, Sekhmet, Ishtilion, guided by my two-spirit Hierophant. Okay, done.
It's not a to-do list.
Oh! Professor Ambrose? Oh my god, my first day as a witch and I've raised the dead.
I may be a little worse for wear, but dead, hardly.
Wait, so you're like here?
Still. Now let's start with hello.
Hi.
How you been?
Good?
You're breaking and entering to perform ancient ritual magic because everything's good?
Not good. Not good at all, actually. Funny how we hide behind good when it's completely the wrong label. I'm doing a spell.
So I heard. Sounds fascinating. I'm here to help.
Wait, but what if you're not here and I'm like nuts?
We're always here. Does it matter? That's what matters. Now, having taken my playwriting course, you know how I feel about exposition. So chalk it up to theatrical magic and move hence. What comes next in that well-researched plan of action?
Oh yeah, I have a problem with this part. See, it says I'm supposed to call the gods, spirits, and the elders.
Oh, that's why I'm here. To bring the elders.
Like old people?
Exactly, like old people.
Well, I was hoping for Thor or someone a little more.
Who isn't? What else have you in that Mary Poppins-esque bag of yours?
Oh, I wasn't sure, so I brought some stuff. Let's see. I got some where is it? Candles. Sage. Yeah, I brought some personal stuff, knickknacks of no particular impressive life. You know, should I have brought gifts? Feels like I have so very little when I know I'm so wealthy in this land of so much. Feels like feels hollow, doesn't it? Like empty chocolate rabbits. A letdown. But who am I to be let down? How dare I play the victim when I'm the asshole? I was thoroughly unaware I could be such an asshole. I didn't know. I'm ashamed to have been so stupid. I didn't know how fragile and frail a heart could be. I'm a monster. I'm an empty, lonely, asshole monster. I had asked for forgiveness if that didn't seal the deal. Wait, did I just start? It feels like an ending, so it must
be the beginning. Well done.
I'm so afraid. I just didn't know. I didn't know.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
Hey, there's nothing to be sorry about. Now, if you'll allow, I'll set the stage, and I better hurry, they'll be getting bitchy. The stage is dark. Such a stage. The stage seems to glow with the hope of memory. And a star drop twinkles. Yes, let's have a star drop. Twinkling, like the many eyes of heaven, peering, observing, searching, like Kronos or chronotial omniscience.
Oh, girl! Seriously?
Armand is alone on the stage. The others are not yet seen or heard. Of course, Armand is here first. He is the poet. Muses being the most accessible of areas, accessible. What does that mean?
Means you're a slut.
Pot screwing a kettle.
Who told her she could even do this?
Shh, go on.
It says I'm supposed to welcome those into the circle. Welcome, Professor Ambrose. Merry meet, sir.
Marry me? Oh, Mary. I'll use my kind of method. Stage center stands a young man. He is young, but not a child. No, he's not a twink. How is twink? Twinks are too busy twinking to come here yet. I suppose some never will, an unexamined life, or perhaps it never occurs to them to come until they're already bound here, like us. Oh, us. The young man is around 30, but something's changed. He or life, both. He has passed from the first person to the second, and now finds himself fumbling for the plural. His name no longer matters. The guys all call him Charlie or Charles, but never Chuck. And he kind of looks like a Charlie, in a good way. You okay?
That was good.
Well, apparently I'm accessible. Well, let's call in your guests. Enter the elder!
Not use that word.
Enter the fabulous gentlemen of a certain age. Their ages all vary, but they're all over 6'40". Well over. They carry themselves as persons accustomed to carrying themselves would. Well, come on, then.
Was that it?
Armand, you look well.
Oh my God,
Oh
he's
dear,
huge.
he looks sad.
Greetings, Donnie.
Hey, ladies.
I'm gonna forget.
Oh, I miss you, girls. How are you?
Etienne, you look nice.
Better than like you.
Oh, those two kill me.
Meow! I don't see anyone.
You don't see anyone?
I mean, I see you.
Well, the Queen's being invisible. Shocking.
He's called us here and can't see us?
Rude.
Well, in time.
Sorry I'm late.
Oh my God. You're Philip Michael Oliver. Nice to meet you, sir. I love your work.
Oh, I like him. Hello.
Of course he sees her. Hello, dear.
Oh, Etienne, I have dirt.
Dish.
Later, are we standing?
I need to sit. My back is killing me.
Oh, hello, Armand. I don't mean to be pushy, but I am sparring. We don't have loads of time. I can ignore the mani-pedi, but once they start the oak tree branch beams, a man tends to notice.
Fine, fine. I'll find some chairs.
Spine, spa's a verb.
Just help
You're
me
over
show.
50. It's a conditional imperative, Jared. Oh, hello there, my
Philip.
Oh, it's Owen, right?
I'm surprised you remember me.
I detest the humble brag. The man knows his quiche.
Here, there you are.
Oh, perfect.
And this is for you, Professor. I always imagined you in a cool Paris cafe writing tomes.
Actually, I write over a laptop in a closet I call a writing room, but who cares it is? Come on. Let's go get those chairs.
The accessible one.
How many syllables in Armand?
Never quite enough, it seems.
Oh, look how he goes.
He's so very young. Are they getting younger?
I miss the sex.
Oh,
Well, I do. When I was his age, I had sex
Every single day.
Well, I did.
And this is for you.
He sits upon a box of junk. How apropos.
Oh, I should introduce them.
But I can't see them.
Well, how do you suppose you'll ever see them if you don't introduce yourself?
Yeah, of course. This is Philip Michael Oliver. And here we have, well, is it William, Bill, Will?
You
or
can
what's
call me
your name?
Will, and you can call me Bill, but don't call me late for the party.
Or just slut.
Right. He says Will. Come on. Come on, let's go.
When I was his age, oh, you know how I hate that expression? Was anyone anyone's age? Oh, Mary, what does it matter? He's in his own time. I couldn't be in his time.
So their time is better than our time?
No way.
Is that true?
I'm not equipped now for their then.
Oh, the ship used to pull no fear of camera phones?
I'm quite grateful my mistakes aren't pasted on the internet for worldwide marketing.
Well, maybe we'd be better off with less secrets. You know, more pics, more pride.
Oh my God, I could totally post this.
We'd rather you didn't.
That tacky thing had better not be my seat.
No, that's for Charlie. He's running the show.
For me?
Yes, come on, 3 more.
Ah, I have a disc. A record. An actual round disc that we recorded ourselves on at a party, and whoo, did we say some nasty things. Which the kids today think, because the words have been appropriated, they were never nasty.
Or like the sex we had was more vanilla or less sexy?
Because they don't find you sexy, or rather, can't think of you in a sexy light.
And yet the light still burns.
More or less.
You were a bad boy from the get-go. Had to be. Nasty now is a plaything, a fetish.
So their sex is better than ours?
I wonder.
Now you're qualifying.
This is Michael.
Is he
It's my
dead?
dad.
No, he gets a cemetery bench because Michael remembers everything and everyone.
Too much. Well then.
Does this theater have an endless supply of furnishings?
Yeah, why are there so many chairs?
Oh, they're doing a theater mashup.
Huh?
Theatrical mashup? Like music? Yeah, the sign outside read something about the skin of our Midsummer Night's Dream girls.
The theater is dead.
I've been saying that for decades.
That's why I prefer film. It doesn't die.
Which is the reason it hasn't the same magic.
I disagree.
Hey! Back off!
Will? Well, I thought if you couldn't see me. Hi.
I can see you now!
Why are you so sour looking? Hey, problem solved. We all fill you up and then you can see us.
Oh, this is exactly why I didn't want to call these lechy old elders.
Oh,
Rude. I have a good mind to leave.
He makes a point.
Oh, I didn't mean you. Or you, Professor, Armand. Sorry, that was rude.
So is Will.
Oh, God, the kids today are such prudes. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Princess Gracie hurt you. Hey, back in my day, little boy, we liked attention.
I get a ladder.
I thought you would enjoy being in the kitchen, you know, baking and the like. This is Owen. He's very sweet, like the pastries he makes.
Oh, that was nice. Hello? Of course he couldn't see me. All right, girls, I'll be in the kitchen.
No, grab his ass.
Shut up!
Ah,
See?
and this is Etienne Steve, not his real name.
As real as Armand.
Hi.
Where is my seat?
Oh, right. Can you bring me this box?
What?
It's an enigma like you.
I will not sit on a ubiquitous black theatrical box.
Jesus. Go into that pink fabric we saw backstage. Let's not let the entire ritual come to a screeching halt because someone doesn't like their seat.
I regret to inform you, parades, publications, and military campaigns have screeched to a halt for the very same reason. Someone didn't like where their ass was.
There, it's Louis Comte's pink poof, a la Francais.
Hey, what's all this French shit? I thought we were talking about sex.
Is he
Such a
always like
mess.
this?
He has to know.
Could you be more lowbrow?
Well, I don't know. Why don't you hum a few bars and I'll
No,
suck
no,
your-
no, 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 let's not.
Let's.
You're a perv, dude.
Oh, yes, and you're a well-adjusted brat, thanks to me being a perv.
She's got a point.
Owen thinks he has a point.
I'm not ungrateful.
Well, you don't mean to be. Which is different.
Oh, you can't possibly know. The hidden areas off of the interstate. Parades? Yeah, parades to jail and the unemployment line.
Police taking photos outside the bars.
Michael is referring to the police taking photos of people entering gay bars.
That was legal?
We were illegal.
Oh, it was a dark time, my dear.
No, I miss the sex.
We know!
Remember Fire Island?
Oh.
I mean, then, not now. Now it is so civilized, and they think they're decadent.
Oh, Fire Island. Stepping over boys, quite literally, screwing on the landing.
No.
It was like the Pope. You just get off the plane and fall to your knees.
It was a sacred space, I suppose.
The landing?
I never went.
Oh, you had your own playgrounds.
Well, they were there. I was the idiot falling in love with a clothes check boy.
You had a clothes check boy, we had a park.
It was a men's club conveniently located 3 hours away.
You drove 3. Why am I even acting surprised? Back then and there, hell, I worked like a dog and saved to fly to Francine for a weekend.
Please do not descend into what I would have done to get laid conversation. I will win.
What's going on?
Oh, gay things abounding. Sit tight.
But we had to, right? Didn't we have to?
I know we had to, and I know all about the homophobia and that you forced us into the back room
Oh,
argument.
Jesus, are you going to go all shame now?
No, I was going to say I miss it. I miss those dens of debauchery in the back rooms and that place you found out about. Secrecy. I know, but they were amazing.
And necessary.
Well, not a lot of options, but of course, necessary. But they wouldn't exist if there wasn't an interest or patrons or purpose.
Second dark door on the left. That was my first gay bar. Second dark door on the left. No lights or ribbons. Trash the humankind served as foul footmen to not easy, but it was kind of perfect. A thump or a bump, and there was gone. There was no there in there. But that's not true, isn't it? It should have had safe spaces, sacred spaces, but all too often we're not. If the trash outside didn't ruin your night, at any moment the not-so-civil servants would bust in on raids. Can you imagine a world where there are laws regarding how close you may sit, or at what frequency you might move, and yet there we were, second dark door on the left. One doesn't wonder why, rather. One intrinsically knows that one must find, not family. Most of us gave up on that fable. More than finding community and more than finding a partner for the night, I suppose you found you. There amongst the rotating lights, sporadic smog and mincing men, there was always a mirror. At least in my understanding of the globe, there's always a mirror of sorts. And true or false, the mirror is only for you. And once you catch that glimpse of you, it's terrifying and familiar and unforgettable. Second dark door on the left is where I found that terrible queer with puppy eyes. And I knew immediately I had to take care of that stray. It broke my heart. That reflection. I suppose it's easier now, but, I can't imagine it being more profound. It was, in hindsight, a terrible place, a terrible but necessary place. And I wonder if kids today are better or worse off. Or maybe you have your own type of second dark door on the left. I wonder where your mirrors are.
Mine was a stall in a public bathroom.
Really?
Oh, my type of fabulous is hard-earned, honey. And yes, Philip Michael, there was a mirror.
I saw myself in the bathroom mirror at school, with a bruised eye, trying to think of lies.
I always avoided mirrors. I never wanted to see me. I was too fat, or weight gain, or too much of that, or everything. I hated my reflection, no matter what shape it took. To this day, I still purposely avoid looking at the mirror in the bathroom until I turn to shave.
Where was yours, Armand?
It's not a pleasant memory.
And a public bathroom is? Well, actually it was pretty pleasant at times.
Mine was in a hospital, an emergency room.
Sorry.
Well,
So I should be glad for the black guy.
I've always seen myself in other people. Not so sure whether that's good or not.
Now we are here.
the young man opens his arms and takes in the situation. So what's next?
Protect and intend. What I intend to do, what I'm trying to do, what I'm willing to do, what I must do.
Come on, we're here.
Okay, first the easy part. To the east, new beginnings begun to the east.
A bit unnecessary.
How would you know?
It's necessary for him.
To the south, blessings of desire and change.
You're so cute. He is, almost as cute as I was.
I don't think I can endure another I was so hot story.
To the west, time endings gathered.
I was so hot that I melted the sun. It actually, it dripped at my touch like men's machismo. Hey, remember machismo?
Yeah.
To the north, power and gratitude.
I've never been a fan of muscly, stinky men.
Unless they were fucking you.
What?
Oh, not you, dear. Go on with your little circle.
We're not speaking of dabbles. Who has not dabbled? I would say it is an honor to our tribe how we dabble.
The men of my day turned out to be boys. Old, overgrown boys, like children playing with old toys. And how forgetful it is to remember so much and being so little.
Well, I remember too much. Too much was my nickname. She's the Queen's witness. Would yell. Always too in love with too many for too many reasons, but never more than flashes. Blinding, maybe, but not more than that. Rarely love.
Oh, I so disagree.
On what?
On moments of love in dabbling.
It was love, at least then. The attractive, even for an hour.
Or 4 minutes.
For 4 minutes, yes, girl, it was love.
I respectfully disagree.
Oh, you would. You were always searching, whereas I was constantly finding a series of discoveries. Yes, like some kind of slutty scientist, I explored and unraveled. I also categorized and I labeled and I figured it out and I interpreted. Oh, I was real good at the game. For the rules of engagement were studied by me like laws. I filed each item away. Oh, not like some sick reliquary, some psychos list. See, I have been in, on, and part of so many dabblings. Each and every one of them is collecting where the essence of each encounter, that sad smile, that light in the park that goes off on cue, that sigh of his, and his. Oh, I have a jar just filled with sighs that I've collected and cross-referenced, and smirks, and snarls, and smiles so wide to tight-lipped, and I absolutely overflow with eyes, glowing, growling, gasping, longing, looking, turning, tortured eyes, some of them not even seeing me, but I always see them. I keep them all. Keep hands, feet, cocks, butts, all neatly organized, all remembered in vivid detail. And the names, oh, I remember them all. I remember them, I keep them, and I hide them away. Hey, I'm a hoarder. I hoard love. A single piece from every encounter, from every single one. Well, it's the only way I can cope with being so incredibly hot. Maybe I knew that one day I wouldn't be so able to, or so quickly able to just get it on with anyone. Well, almost anyone. Did I know that I needed to look back? Was that a way of savoring it longer? Well, I never stopped once to think why then. Not with all these new conquests and details I had to dwell on. But, the rub is, the knot that I cannot untangle. That thing that keeps getting lost in the transcript. I don't know who saves pieces of me. Am I out there in someone else's brilliant box of discoveries? Does he look through them at night all by himself? Does he remember me? My smile, eyes, cock, hands, absolutely perfect butt. The way I walked away. The only thing I forgot to neatly savor and label was me. I guess after the mirror comes the loss. To lose that which is you?
Lost in the looking glass? Are we so very obvious that I suppose each man thinks himself so vastly different? And the stories in time haven't changed, have they?
This is different. This is more than I have become my parent, or some Twainian recall to a father's memory. This story is new. Look at his newness, at our newness. We who have never been before.
I never understand what you're saying.
Post Stonewall. Dear God, please tell me you know what the Stonewall riots were.
Come on, I'm young, not an idiot. And the gay freedom riot started here in LA at the Black Hat.
What's Stonewall got to do with this ritual thing? I was there, and it was overrated.
There have always been old gay queens.
But never this many. Never en masse. And never with the power to be something other than just old, but elders.
Oh, God, you're so dramatic for a thespian. This isn't new. We're old, and he's not even new. I've never met a new gay. Every twink is a charmer. 14 going on 40 and fabulous.
My point is we have a chance to be what we never got, and that is why we're here.
I thought we were here for love.
What? Hi, Michael, right? Love? We're here for a healing spell.
Love, healing, being better than you were 2 moments ago. A spell? Isn't love the core of every moment? Molecules collide. But for the same reason, oh, never mind.
Yes. Molecules. Yeah, they collide. That's why I'm here. I didn't know molecules collided. They do. They smash into each other. At the most basic level of matter, we beat each other up. No wonder we're insane. It makes me sick. We're so mean to each other. With a flip or a fop or a quote or a carelessness. Because molecules of the world are bashing in your brains. But that's no excuse. I have to fix it. I have to heal him. I have to heal Jimmy. And you guys are supposed to be helping. What good are you? We're supposed to be calling gods and we're here chatting. You don't understand the gravity of the situation, the mass of the moment. How can we heal them when we're so gross, so fallible, so completely horrible? I'm dirty and ashamed. I'm filthy, apathetically filthy.
What is she doing?
Who cares?
Did you wash it away?
No, I don't think so.
You can't drown what you are. Take it from me, I've tried.
I'm sorry, you guys are just trying to help me and I keep being rude.
We're doing the best we can.
We're older and wiser, but also more foolish. Silly old men who should know better. But look, now you've cleaned the slate.
I'm sorry I said that. I think I just need a minute.
I need a drink.
Here.
What?
Etienne and I want a cocktail.
Hey, Charlie, why don't you take that minute and go to the concession stand and see what they have? Please?
Okay, what does everybody want?
Libations.
Oh my. You must be Etienne. What do you want?
Classic martini, ridiculously expensive vodka, shaken like you hate me, garnished with an olive not stuffed with garish pimento, rather something fabulous. Jalapeno vodka.
Yeah, I don't think they'll have that here.
One never knows.
Do one!
Owen?
A little white wine, whatever they have.
Water, please.
Virgin Cosmo with vodka.
Coffee. Coffee, please. Let's have some instant.
Please. Sorry.
I'm thinking something with an umbrella.
An umbrella?
Yeah, me too. An umbrella drink sounds yummy.
Right, me too. Just make it virgin.
I second that, but with vodka.
They're made with rum.
Add rum too.
Armand?
I'll stick with coffee, but put an umbrella in it if that's what we're doing.
Not I. I will stick with the classics.
Jalapeno foie gras is a classic.
If you're doing it right, it is.
That boy has got to relax.
She's upset.
Academy Awards have been won with less verbs.
Oh, patience, everyone. Don't you remember when the world was black and white and immediate? It does my heart good to see that we're still drama queens.
Armand, what are we doing here? We might have once been called fairies, but magical we ain't.
He doesn't need magic. He needs us.
Yeah, but he doesn't seem to want us.
The two are not mutually exclusive. Let's just have a moment, and then he can get on with the spell.
There had better be booze.
Oh, the best martini I ever had was aboard a private yacht. We were slumming in Mallorca and found ourselves in a group of who's who, including Elizabeth Taylor, and I said, well, at least the company is fabulous. Then I corrected the stares and said, I was referring to the gin. Liz laughed and threw two things at me, a flotation device, which I ducked, and a wink, which I caught in the remnants of my martini. And I savored.
Oh my.
Can I have sex with you?
I snuck a flask into AA meetings.
Shocker.
They didn't seem to mind. I was that hot.
Oh my god, shut up! They do have Cabra
And what about you, Mike?
Well, my best cocktail. I don't know. I had so many. Too many. Two again.
I am so lame. I just went to having the best Bloody Mary ever at a lesbian bar in Francine.
Please stop using that word.
Lesbian?
Francine, you fool.
That's what we called it.
It's my understanding understanding we were too welcome in lesbian bars in Francine or elsewhere in your day. Not that I'm much younger.
Don't apologize for time. Yes, back then.
No, men weren't very
Oh, of
welcoming.
course, we were so welcoming.
Oh, the names we used to use then?
Please don't repeat them. It's so horrible now. Please, embarrassing.
We got along fine. In the pool league, no one racks them like a leather dice.
It's part of our history.
So is slavery and genocide. What lovely topics of cocktail conversation you choose, Armand, while attempting to be deep.
Somebody struck a chord.
I love my lesbian sisters.
Yeah, now, but back...
I love my lesbian sisters!
It's simple, isn't it? We were buried in our shame, so we each in turn made one another more obvious.
Most fears are silly in hindsight.
As I get older, I find I have more female friends. You know, I find comfort in our similarities. Aches, pains, moral dilemmas. Not always the things I thought of as differences.
We all get along in our own way.
Well, of course, AIDS brought... I hate when people talk about all the good that AIDS brought about.
It did.
Well, fuck you and fuck AIDS.
Fuck
AIDS.
AIDS.
All right, fuck AIDS. Pardon me for trying to find a silver lining.
Well, it's lining goddamn coffins.
Is this going to be about AIDS?
Does he?
It doesn't matter one way or
I
the
don't
other.
know.
I can't watch it anymore. Their lives being thrown away.
Wait, just when I started to like
Oh,
you,
so now you don't?
don't get righteous with
Doesn't
me.
matter.
Well,
Let's
I asked now.
Don't ask him.
You can't.
Oh, is he coming?
What are you guys talking about?
Oh, nothing.
Sorry.
Oh, less apologies, more drinking. That's a life lesson you might wish to write in that book of yours.
Yes, sir.
Does this look like a leather bar?
We couldn't explain it to him. The loss.
Are you still that afraid of it?
Afraid of what?
I'm not afraid. We can talk about it all you want, but the choir has been
The
pretty.
choir is hoarse.
Not them.
No, they know.
How could they? How could anyone know? I barely know. Loss of everything and then more. How'd I cope? Did I cope? Grown men turned to skeletons. Opera singers, mute. Those in the know, clueless. Funeral after funeral after fucking funeral. And all the while, terrified. And yes, call to action. And yes, brothers banded and sisters united, but in any moment lost. I am powerless to convey what I survived. Tears are easy and wiped away. Can you cut me open? Can you reach in and feel my guts? Or what would you find? Can you hold the emptiness? Can I show you all the faces? Sew a quilt the size of the globe? Should I be screaming? I will scream if you think it will cover the continents of loss. Did screaming help? It did then. We screamed, do something for fuck's sake! Do something! My family are dead! Look at these sores and get me some fucking bandages! It's not going away because you ignore us. Say the fucking word, you piece of shit! Do something! Your citizens are dying! And eventually, someone, somewhere hurt us. Those left. And still, there's so much more I can't possibly explain. My throat hurts. And how can I now be your elder? Ours died. We frantically search for images of health and youth like Peter Pan's, and now you call me an elder? It's so unfair. I lack the ability to make you understand. For that, I am sorry.
I understand. I think I do. I mean, I've seen films. I'm sorry for making you an elder.
So we're all sorry. What does that get us?
It gets us a starting point.
So then we should start.
The young man comes center stage. He looks to the air as if searching for gods to speak to.
I'm sorry. I want to be good at this. I'm usually good at things. I want to impress you with my fabulousness.
You're doing great.
Okay, here's the healing part. We have to raise the energy and send it to Jimmy.
Who?
Jimmy, my ex-boyfriend, broke his heart and I didn't mean to.
Liar.
I meant to break up with him. I didn't think I could hurt someone that badly.
You broke up with him? Why?
I don't know. Isn't that unfunny? Guess I just got bored or talked myself out of it or wanted something new, so I just did it.
Without regard.
Yeah.
On a whim.
Because you could. Capricious.
Cold and careless.
But you broke his heart.
Yes. But I could have done it better. It could have hurt him less. Now I look into his eyes and they don't sparkle. At first I thought he was doing it to get back at me. Back on that crap. But now I see that I destroyed him. We have to fix it. You guys have to help me fix him.
We don't have a time machine, Charlie.
And you wouldn't do it differently if we did.
How can you say that?
Because he's right.
I collected sorrow too, you know. It doesn't go away.
Then why are you here if you can't help me?
We didn't say we couldn't help you.
If, when he comes, we can help Jimmy. But you
It
have
says in that book that if I take a puppet and wrap it in white cloth and say the right words, that he'll be healed. He has to be healed, please.
But what about your heart?
What about my heart? I'm an asshole.
Oh, hand me that cloth. Let me wrap it around you 3 times on the full moon.
This isn't about me.
Oh, so it wasn't about you when you did it, and now it's all not about you to fix it, huh?
That was sort of wise.
You guys are
I
confusing
have my
me.
moments.
Good. Why are you here?
To heal Jimmy, to make things better, I don't know. I didn't know what else to do. I didn't know where else to go. Where in the world is empty enough or busy enough for me to fit in? Somehow, somewhere, I became a man, and now I don't know what to do with that man. I've taken some crazy roads with tolls I didn't know, and now lying ahead of me are new roads with tolls I can't pay. Last one took my heart. I didn't just break Jimmy's heart, did I? I broke my own. Last one took a part of me. Is this the price of getting older because it blows?
You have a heart.
I don't.
You do.
Feel it, it's hollow, smashed into bits.
I promise you it's still there. They'll tell you it's broken, but don't you listen. The road of broken hearts is as lonely as the path of over it. You wouldn't be here if you didn't learn, you didn't know everything, anything. Love is 1,000 million poems. It's divine and dribble. It's a Hallmark card, a stupid commercial, a memory. My heart was broken for so long, I thought the lights went out. I bought the nonsense. Pain was so great, I wouldn't go back. I found pieces, fads and forecasts, merry-go-rounds and loop-de-loops. The world spins, it does. I promise you it turns. I was broke, poor, on the dole of love. I was half, not whole. The world spins fast, so fast, that if you jump, you can see yourself. I jumped and saw myself on that road, and the two of me became one, and it was enough, just enough, to show me the nonsense of a broken heart. It didn't fix, it's just love. And one day, you meet a man, busy loving his heart too. You find each other when you didn't need each other, when you had better things to do, like heart love. And the world turns. You tend to each other's hearts as if they were your own. And it's beautiful. The world turns into beauty. You have a heart. It just needs more of your love.
And that is why you are here.
Knowing you're lost is where you start.
Jesus, couldn't you have just said you can't love anybody else until you love yourself?
Oh, that is all you would understand, but how could you hear anything with your ankles in your ears?
This Lifetime movie is absurd and naive.
It is.
Why?
Boo-hoo. I know. Get over it has baggage now, but seriously, stow it in the overhead compartment and move on. You made a mistake. Who hasn't? How come he gets us? We didn't have role models or mentors or elders, and we turned out fine.
We're fine.
I'm superlative of fine. Toughen up, honey. The road is hard, and if you're lucky, long. And if you're very lucky, fabulous. Or just be boring like Owen and you'll endure. Either way, get around the
Superlative of
flat.
fine. You are not even happy.
How do you know?
One look at your Louis Kahn's pink poofed butt.
Wealth does not equal misery nor poor.
You are one joyless drip, Steve.
Steve, you'd know all about dripping. Is there an STD not named after you?
Yes, it's called Steve.
All right, you two, bring it down a notch.
Or what?
Stevie.
You didn't interfere when he was
Oh, that was different. It's time to the main.
You slut barbarian, I will destroy
Dance off!
What?
Yeah, let's have a dance off. That's what they do in old movies, right?
Can I be the sharks?
All sharks.
Imagine a dance off at my age.
Charlie, really?
Why did you say that?
Because I don't want anybody to get hurt. Besides, you're all old.
Or we're more likely to break a hip dancing than fighting.
Sometimes I think I'm going to break a hip by breathing.
you dear, delicious boy. How lovely it is to be you.
It worked. The ritual. We were raising the energy.
Why did you stop? I was hoping for bloodshed. Kidding.
This land has been sent to slaughter before.
There's enough pain in the world. I don't want anybody else to get hurt. That's not the kind of magic I want to do.
Oh, so you cracked a joke. The very best sort of sorcery.
Yeah, I felt all the power in the universe at that moment, so I just made a joke. What does that mean?
Everything. That's all we are, my darling, at any given moment. All the power in the universe.
That was beautiful, Steve. I mean, Etienne. Why don't you take the next step?
How about a reading from the book of Thad?
Yes, please.
In the beginning, there was naught but despair. Life was dim and sad, for it could not see how brilliant it could be. So there came to be diamonds, rubies, sapphires, Swarovski crystals, and yes, even glitter. When light saw how it could glimmer and shine, it expanded away the darkness and gave life to the elements and planets. So full of its own fabulousness, light became too bright, and all would perish via rambunctious radiance. So there came to be not the opposite or anathema of light, for light feared neither, but that which could control light, the first bitch. The bitch cajoled and reckoned with light, and channeled and charmed it. Bitch is as bitch does. Others feared and frowned upon the bitch, but power is always terrifying and a burden to the wielder, and that is the negotiation. The bitch is a consciousness reaching through time. Yes, I too feel the first bitch, and have since the dawn of creation. And yesterday around tea time. Oh, never the fault of the bitch, you see. Tea should arrive promptly. And now the bitch calls to you, as you swerve and cry into the night, like some pagan goddess of yore standing at a crossroads, and call it a bitch, but it isn't a bitch, it is the bitch. Every road is destiny, which makes no sense, but does to the bitch. I'm afraid the bitch is confusing, but making ridiculous the obvious and sense from senseless is the path. The bitch does not make a good elder, and for that, the bitch is never sorry. And so you are here, basking in that glory you cannot name. Poor you. Do not mistake the bitch for cruelty, for the bitch is utter kindness, the kind only an elder can see. That cruel kindness, like light glowing too bright, warmth and pain, the bitch dwelling in darkness that carries the light. The bitch would not stoop to bridging gaps, but as there should you leap. Fear me, honor me, leap at me. I am the bitch.
Well done.
I thought I was here to make a man think that bitch.
If I were a cool bitch, I'd give it to you. That's the bitch, too.
Now that was a sermon.
Yes, well done.
The choir approves.
And I hate church.
Maybe you're praying to the wrong gods.
My very own church.
We should go.
Yes, I'm tired.
Well, we've all spoken.
No, Charlie hasn't told the story yet.
Oh, bother. Frocks, forms, facts, and denouement are the theater.
Here. Once upon a time, there was a boy named Charlie, I guess. His real name isn't as important as the experience that brought him here. My beginning began without much effort, or maybe too much effort. Compared to your stories, mine seems silly or arrogant or impertinent, but not less important. Yes, importance. That which weighs. the burden of the stuff of life. Jimmy will survive. I will go to him and I will make him and I will be his friend. Let him love me and hate like you, his friend. One should not, cannot bear the beauty of life alone. Let it be found and forever lost in mirrors, given metaphor and tactics, coping and practical avoidance, wrapped up into this crazy life of ours, together, sometimes undeservingly and inexplicably bound by bygones, by memory, by whim. Perhaps I hope by the amazingness of all of our fabulous, gorgeous, sexy, bitchy, healing, revealing hearts, and in there, in us, find home.
Well said.
Thank you, Charlie.
Yes, well spoken. Maybe too well. Kidding. Mike, we should go. I'm making bad jokes.
Oh, so you've been making good jokes up till now? I hadn't noticed.
Wrap it up. I can't possibly endure his hotness any longer.
Forget it, sister.
Oh wait, how do I?
It's time to go.
Right? Farewell to the light, to the dark, to the betwixt in the seen and anon.
He's so formal. Hey, later, dude.
That's what he is.
Back to the spa.
Ta-ta. There was a time when my exits were famous. Now I just slip away.
Oh, never slip, dear. Who says I'm too old for a dance-off? It's a great exit at any age. Mumbo, mumbo with a
Oh, I can do better than that. Steve alive.
May I have this down?
Why, certainly.
Untrain buffoons. La, ya, la,
Maybe we should have gotten someone younger to bridge us.
We built a bridge somehow, didn't we? Isn't that funny?
I wasn't sure.
You did great. Now I know I'm not lost or alone. Or at least I'm lost and alone in mass.
Well, if you're going to be the kind of man that I think you are, there's one thing you need to do. Take your threat. What?
I'm waiting for some cheap joke about making me a queen.
I leave all the bad jokes to Will.
Inaccessible, wrap it up.
Charlie is alone on the stage.
If I've learned one thing today, it's to not be outdone.
Charlie dances up to his throne. The theater seems much less empty with memories filling it. And Charlie laughs. It is a laugh filled with meaning.